C4ISR-Net White Paper, Protecting the U.S. Military from GPS Jamming and Spoofing.
Hi, my name is Tyler Homan and I'm the Director of Products at Aurelia Defense and Security. Today I'm going to give you a 360 and 180 on the C4ISR-Net White Paper, Protecting the U.S. Military from GPS Jamming and Spoofing. Although GPS has been game-changing in our ability to successfully carry out missions, our dependence has left us vulnerable when GPS is degraded or denied. GPS jamming and spoofing is more common now than ever before. While GPS jamming is fairly easy to do, it can still significantly impact a warfighter's mission. Imagine that an adversary jams GPS in an environment with dismounted soldiers. By denying the GPS signals, the soldiers will be forced to navigate using a map and compass. The mission can still be completed, but it may add risk and time. A more dangerous situation would be if an adversary were to spoof that same environment. The soldier may not realize his equipment is tracking a spoofed signal. They may continue to carry out the mission using the spoofed information, which could lead to the failure of the mission. As the threat of GPS jamming and spoofing grows, the United States is taking steps to address the situation. In February of 2020, the White House released an executive order to strengthen national resilience through responsible use of PNT services. The Pentagon strategy for PNT calls for the department to pursue alternative sources when GPS is unavailable. As we move to integrate these new technologies, we must rigorously test them to determine their effectiveness and ability to transition to the warfighter. Usability is a critical consideration for systems being tested. If the soldier's GPS receiver had software that was able to detect GPS spoofing, the soldier would be able to fall back onto his map and compass, allowing him to complete his mission. However, just because the software was able to tell him the GPS spoofing was detected, if the information was not portrayed clearly and in a concise way, the soldier could miss the alert and continue to trust his spoofed system. Advancements in our military GPS receivers, combined with sophisticated anti-jam systems such as controlled radiation pattern antennas or inline GPS protection systems, have allowed for greater jamming and spoofing resiliency. As the threat evolves, so must the U.S. defenses. Looking ahead, we must continue to protect, toughen, and augment our PNT capabilities to ensure the success of our warfighters who rely on this technology every day. Thanks for listening, and please take a look at the links in the description to learn more.